Today we're going to discuss about mycorrhiza and lichens in diversity of living world. Unit 1, Chapter 1 in Botany. So mycorrhiza. Myco means fungi. Rhiza means roots of higher plants. So the fungi has an association with the roots of higher plant. Is called mycorrhiza. So the definition for mycorrhiza is the symbiotic association between the fungal mycelium and the roots of plant is called mycorrhiza. And the mycorrhiza is classified into three types: ecto-Mycorrhiza, endo-Mycorrhiza, ect-endo-Mycorrhiza. Ecto-Mycorrhiza. So the ecto-Mycorrhiza, ecto means outside. Yes, that is a network of mycelium is formed outside the endodermis and it forms a sheath-like structure. So the mycorrhiza, that is this mycelium, enters into the cortical cells. That is in between the intercellular spaces, it enters into the cortex region. So ecto means outside and it forms a network-like structure inside the cortical cell that is called Hartig network. Hartig net. So it is seen in Physolithus tinctorius and endo-Mycorrhiza. So inside the cortex cells, you can see the mycelium and it penetrates into the cortex cells. Only a little bit of mycelium is seen outside the endodermis and it forms a vesicles in the cortical cell. Due to the vesicle formation, it is also called as vesicular or vesicular mycorrhiza, simply known as van fungi. So based on this, it is divided into arbosicular mycorrhiza, AM fungi, example Gigaspora, ericoid mycorrhiza, example Oidiodendron, orchid mycorrhiza, Rhizotonia. So now I will read this, you will get an idea. Ecto-Mycorrhiza. The fungal mycelium forms a dense sheath around the root is called mantle. The Eiffel network penetrates the intercellular spaces of the epidermis and cortex to form a Hartig net. Example is Physolithus tinctorius. Endo-Mycorrhiza. The hypha grows mainly inside the roots, penetrates the outer cortical cells of the plant root. A small portion of the mycelium is found outside the root. This forms is also called vesicular or vesicular mycorrhizal fungi, VAM fungi. Due to the presence of vesicle or vesicular, like Hostoria, it is divided into three types: arbosicular mycorrhiza, AM fungi, example Gigaspora; ericoid mycorrhiza, example Oidiodendron; orchid mycorrhiza, example Rhizotonia; ecto-endo-Mycorrhiza. The fungi forms both mantle and also penetrates the cortical cells. So the both types of fungi, that is once the fungi enters, so you can see this both condition in one. That type is called ecto-endo-Mycorrhiza. So that is inside, outside also it forms mantle, inside also it forms a cortical, that is arbosicular vesicular fungi. That condition is called as ecto-endo-Mycorrhiza. And next we move on to the importance of mycorrhiza. So mycorrhiza helps to derive nutrition in monotropa, a saprophytic angiosperm. So it gives nourishment to this plant. Monotropa is a halophyte which lives in salty soil. There it takes the nutrition with the help of this mycorrhiza. Improves the availability of minerals and water to the plants. So the absorption of minerals and water to the plants, because the mycorrhiza have an effective absorption than the roots. It associates with the roots also. provides the drought resistance to the plants during the summer season, during the water is not there. That time this mycorrhiza provides moisture to the plant. So by this the plant can survive in the drought condition. Drought means where the water is not there during summer like condition. Protects the roots of higher plants from the attack of plant pathogens. So it also protects the higher plants roots from pathogens which causes disease to the plants. So it is protecting because of the mantle like condition and network like condition seen outside and inner the cortex cell. Because of that it protects the plant from the pathogens. And now we move on to lichens. So lichens is an association between algae and fungi. So the symbiotic association between algae and fungi is called lichens. So the algal partner is called phycobiont or photobiont because it can able to capture the sunlight and produce its own food. So it is called as phycobiont or photobiont. Fungal partner is called mycobiont. So the algal produces nutrition to the fungal partner. And the fungi produces what it provides means fix the plant to the substratum. Fixes to the substratum with the help of rhizinae. Asexual reproduction takes place by fragmentation, soridae and isdia. In phycobionts, the reproduction takes place by echinates, hormogonia, aplanospores. And in mycobionts, it takes place, that is only the sexual reproduction takes place and it produces ascocarps. So classification of lichens. Based on the habitat, the lichens are classified into Corticocolas, that is it grows on the bark of the tree. Lignicocolas, it grows on the wood. Saxicocolas, it grows on the rocks. Saxi means rocks. Terricolas means on the ground, it grows on the ground. Marine means in the sea you have silicaceous rocks and it grows on that place, that is called marine lichens. Freshwater lichens is also it grows on silicaceous rocks only, but where it is present in the fresh water. So this they may ask in 1 mark. Keep it in mind. Corticocolas, that is cortex. So the cortex comes in the bark region. So on the bark it grows means it is corticocolas. Lignicocolas means the wood. The xylem and is thickened by lignin as we studied. Okay. So lignicocolas means on wood. On rocks means saxicolas. So saxi means rocks. And terricolas, terrestrial, on ground. Marine means sea, silicaceous rocks. Freshwater means the same silicaceous rocks present in the freshwater. And based on the morphology of the thallus. So the morphology of thallus, it is divided into leprose. Leprose means in this lichen the fungal layer is totally absent. Okay, that is a distinct fungal layer is absent. Crustose means crust like, it forms a crust like substance. So that is called crustose lichen. Foliose means leaf like lichens. Fruticose means branch, pendular shrub like, that is called fruticose. So this is crustose. It's like a crust. The earth crust, no, on the surface it develops means it is crustose lichen. Foliose means a leaf like structure that is called foliose lichen. And fruticose, it is a branch and looks like a pendulum. So it's a pendulum, it looks like a pendulum shrub. So that is called fruticose lichens. So distribution, based on the distribution of algal cell, it is divided into homomerous and heteromerous. Homomerous means same type of cells, that is only the algal cells are present in the thallus. Heteromerous means algal and fungal cells are present. So algae and fungi. or present, then it is called hetero. Heteromerous means different. So two types of cells are seen, algal and fungal cells are present, then it is called as heteromerous. Based on the fungal partner, the lichens which possesses ascomycetes fungi, then it is called ascolichen. If the lichen is associated with the basidiomycetes, then it is called basidiolichen. Importance of lichens. So lichen secretes organic acids like oxalic acids, which corrodes the rock surface and helps in weathering of rocks, thus acting as a pioneer in xerosear. So in xerosear formation, the rocks has to weather, they will weather simultaneously, they will weather, and there is a formation of xerosear. And why means the lichens present on the rocks area, they possesses an oxalic acid. Due to this oxalic acid, the weathering of rocks is taken place because it corrodes the rocks. It makes a slight slit in the rocks. Due to the slit, the breaking, that is weathering from the rocks, the small particles will be coming out. And due to this, the xerosear formation will take place. The xerosphere will discuss in the next year. Arsenic acid, this is an important 1 mark question. They may ask, arsenic acid produced from lichens shows antibiotic properties. So the arsenic is an antibiotic used as an antibiotic, and this lichen is acting as an pollution indicators. So over pollution means it shows some, for example, bioluminescence like structure. So like that it can indicate. And the lichens is used in the preparation of litmus paper. You know, blue litmus paper, red litmus paper, which is used for acid and base indicators. The solution is an acid solution or a base solution. For this they used, and that litmus paper was taken from Rochella Montagni. So Rochella Montagni, keep it in mind, the litmus paper in the laboratory, in the chemistry, you can study about the litmus paper. That litmus paper was extracted from the lichen Rochella Montagni. Cladonia rangifera. Cladonia rangiferina is a reindeer mouse, that is a reindeer mouse, and it is acting as a food for animals in tundra regions. So Cladonia rangifera is a reindeer mouse plant, which is, that is, it is a reindeer mouse lichen which is acting as a food for the animals living in the tundra region. This also they may ask in 1 mark. So reindeer mouse, that is Cladonia rangifera, used as a food for the animals in the tundra region. So thank you for watching the video. If you have any doubts, post your doubts in the comment box. Give a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Science Easy Tech channel.